Hello everyone and welcome to Kickstarts. COVID-19 has affected all our lives, including those of persons with disabilities. So today, our advisory board member and managing trustee of Yash Charitable Trust, Dr. Sushama Nagarkar, will be discussing about impact of COVID-19 lockdown on the lives of persons with disabilities.
Something that needs to be discussed on various platforms is the fact that COVID-19 is here and it's here for a long time. Uh, that being said, it doesn't mean that we have to isolate ourselves, or we shouldn't be isolating ourselves for too much longer. We can't all live in a bubble. There aren't enough bubbles to go around. We have to recognize the fact that this is something that exists around us. We can protect ourselves and be as safe as we can, but at the same time, we have to move on. And I really would like to see the focus or the discussion veer towards the need to build up immunity uh, amongst ourselves, amongst our special populations. We need to, if we don't already, change our lifestyles to be as healthy as possible, um, to exercise right, to eat right, to make sure that whatever lifestyle related pre-existing conditions exist, that these are managed very well, um, and that there is enough rest and recreation in our lives. Um, we just can't stop living because of the fear, which is currently, and that's what's currently happening. It's a worry. It's a worry because our individuals, those with developmental disabilities, they cannot work from home. It's not a situation for them that is conducive at all. They have to be out, they have to be in the community, and they have to be given the opportunity to live. So it is a difficult decision for families to find the right balance, to take the right decisions. But each individual and each family has to start thinking about this of what will life for my individual, our person, be like post the lockdown. It is something that one needs to proactively think about and plan for. And I hope everyone is doing that. It's really, really important. Post the lockdown, it's going to be a whole new scenario for us at Yash Charitable Trust. We run two supported employment ventures, one of which is Cafe Urban, and the other one is our Urban Food Services. Um, we've already started thinking about what that scenario is going to look like, how the cafe would be run, how we would reduce the opportunities, I mean, how we would increase the opportunities or the requirement of social distancing, and how our workforce or our team members who work with us, what their job profile would look like, what we would need to teach them additional. The good news is that even before the lockdown, we were already practicing social distancing. We were practicing hygiene, sanitization in across all settings. So we just need to continue that training. We need to continue the just building up that awareness and making sure that not only our individuals but everyone else who works with us or comes into contact with us is safe, and it can be done. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just that it's going to look different. We're going to have to cut back on work hours. We're going to have to cut back on a lot of different things that we initially took for granted. But it's going to be done because also, even though we'd love to see our individuals, our persons, our team members out and about in the community, working at different workplaces, that's going to be even more of a challenge. So organizations such as ours that run on a supported employment model is probably going to be the way to go for a long time to come. The notion of inclusive practices, whether in a workplace, in a school, or in an institute of higher education, um, is what we're supposed to do by virtue of the law. But it's not something that can be externally imposed and successful. Successful inclusion happens when those in leadership positions, wherever it is, value diversity. They value people who are far different from themselves, whether they have a disability or are of a different sexual orientation or different socioeconomic background, whatever the case may be. But they value the strengths that these individuals have, and they understand that the richness of the institution, the richness of the workplace, the richness of the school is only going to get enhanced because of all these diverse strengths that all kinds of individuals bring. So it's not something, the most successful inclusive practices are those when people who are in administration, in schools, or leadership, as I said earlier, positions, um, just make it work. And it can be made to work. And the truth is, research will tell us that everyone stands to gain. It's not only the marginalized communities that gain, everybody gains.